Name is Mehek. I hope you guys are all fine, safe, and like always, I also hope that you guys are reading. Back with another book that I finished, and it's by one of my most favorite authors. The book that I finished is And Every Morning the Way Towards Home Gets Longer and Longer. It's by Fredrik Backman. That's how it looks. It's a hardcover. So I have reviewed his book previously. The book that I really loved by this author is called A Man Called Ove. That was the first book that I read of this author, and this is the second one, and I absolutely fell in love with the way he generally writes overall. And this book was no different, a very special read. It's actually a very short story, just 75 pages, but yet it is so impactful. Coming to the story now, the story is basically of a grandpa and his grandson Noah, and their shared love for mathematics. Now, grandpa is trying to make sense of what is happening to him, and he's really trying hard to make Noah understand what is he going through, while at the same time he's also battling the fear of losing his memories. The thing is that the grandpa in the story is suffering from dementia or Alzheimer. He is losing all his precious memories, while his son and grandson Noah are really trying hard to be by his side and take care of him and give him all the love and care. Now, if you see in the book, there's a picture of grandpa and the grandson. They're sitting on a bench. So that is what is there in the story, that the grandpa and the grandson usually sit on this bench, and if you see that below the bench there are these blue hyacinths flower, which used to be the favorites of Noah's grandmother. She's no more right now. So the grandpa usually sits on this bench with Noah and talks about the memories. He shares his memories with Noah. Now these memories are usually the ones where he is often confusing his son Ted as Noah. Then he's also talking about some of the memories that he shared with Noah's grandmother, which are my absolute favorite ones because they're so special. Now, when you go through these memories, when the grandfather is sharing it with Noah, you realize that the grandfather has suffered great loss in his life, and he has many regrets, but he also has very beautiful memories. Especially, like I said before, the ones that he has shared with his wife, Noah's grandmother. Those are so beautiful. I mean, you read about their love story and you just feel, wow, this is one special kind of love. And right now the grandfather is really confused and sad because he fears that one day he might get up and he's just going to forget all about Noah's grandmother, forget about falling in love with this wonderful woman and the love that they share. So this is the predicament that the grandfather is facing right now. Now, Noah is very wise. He is, compared to his age, he's very mature. So while the grandfather is all confused and fearful of losing his precious memories, Noah is really trying hard to be by his side and helping him make sense of his hazy memories and just being around with him. So this is actually the major premises of the book. I think the book gives a wonderful message that life is really short, so make sure you create beautiful memories. The story is very emotional because you actually read about the grandfather's fear of losing his precious memories, not remembering about the people he loved, and I think that can be really sad for anyone. So it really tugs at your heart. But it also, I think, makes you very sensitive and helps you in realizing that what people go through who are suffering through the similar problem, and how, not just the people, I think, but also their family, because it's really difficult to be with someone who is just completely forgotten about you or your existence. So you, I think, realize that fact as well. I also, I read this book and I felt that I really hope that, I'm sure there are so many people, we hear about. I know someone, in my peer who suffers from similar problem. I mean, their grandparents suffered with dementia. So I just hope, how the family was so loving here. They are really there to look after the grandfather, because it's very difficult. They're losing a person, not in body but in mind. And you really can't do anything, you just, because nothing makes sense. So as a family, all you can do is just be around, take care of them and give them as much love as possible. So I really hope that, people out there who are going through the same problem have a loving family like this. That's all I can hope for. But yeah, I think this book is really special. I love the author. I think what Fredrik always does is, like, I read A Man Called Ove also, and he has a way of, treating the elderly characters in his book with a lot of compassion and tenderness, I would say, and that I really love. Like, there's always this special place for grandparents in his writings, and I absolutely enjoy that. So I think I would definitely recommend each one of you to please give this book a try. Although it is, just I think 75 to 80 pages, but it is so impactful. I mean, and the quotes, there are some beautiful quotes in this book that, I absolutely, they're just going to be very unforgettable for me, and I'm going to take that back. And I think it's so clever of the author to have such an apt title like, "And every morning the way home gets longer and longer." It's very sad also, like, for the grandfather. He knows that every morning that he's getting up, he's losing his memories, he's forgetting about his people, his home, and that's why the road to home, or the way to home, is getting longer and longer. So I think the title is extremely clever. So yeah, that's all on this wonderful, wonderful book. Please give it a try. I'm going to see you guys next week with another title. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.